so lousy at this. I can't stand it.
You just having fun, aren't you?
No,
Pick
I'm
up
just
stuff.
pressing the wrong button. I've been up since like around 5 this morning. We've been to the doctor.
Oh
Like,
wow.
I'm a little off. I'm tired. I'm on my third cup of coffee and it's not helping.
No, I got you. That's kind of cool though.
Mm. But the good thing is, it is the first time in about 3 years that I've made it to the doctor early for my appointment.
Nice.
That's how I knew things were going to go downhill for the rest of the day. All right, guys, welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please give us a thumbs up because we're a grossly unprofessional corner of YouTube. And hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, tell a friend, and all of that good stuff. All right. So on the docket today, we have the Real Housewives of Orange County, season 16, episode 14, The Exorcism of Gina.
Okay. What's all I got? Okay.
What happened to this season?
It just fell off a cliff, but we knew we suspected this would happen though.
Good Lord.
We suspected this could have happened because of the hoopla with Heather coming back. We're like, is Heather gonna really be enough to save this franchise? The answer is no.
No, she isn't, but she is an essential part to it because she's the only person on here with real money that flashes it. Like, I feel Shannon family got money.
Right, but she ain't saying nothing.
No. You know? Anywho, let's just start off. We pick up with that same argument that Gina and Shannon were having at Jen's party. This was Jen's event, right?
This is Jen's event, yes.
Right. So all of this stuff boils down to Gina being upset that Shannon keeps on mentioning that she found the attorney that saved Gina from when she had that drunk driving charge. All of this goes back to it. And I agree with Shannon. Well, if you ain't like me saying it, tell me. That's all she had to do. You know, Shannon is one of those people who will be ride or die for you when your chips are down. Shannon know everybody or know somebody who knows somebody. She can get you your health in order. She can have your aura checked. She can have your liver cleansed. Like she can find out the letterhead of the actual medical center that you claimed that you went to when you were pretending to have cancer. She can do all of that. She is a good friend. She has a lot of resources. But if you're sick and tired of her saying this over and over again, tell her. And then how I don't believe Gina is when Gina's own parents went up to Shannon and said, Thank you so much for finding Mike for her.
That's what kind of took me aback a little bit. I'm like, you're mad at her for mentioning it, but your parents went and thanked her. I'm like, oof, that's not a good look for you.
So I was with Gina when she was like, stop saying that. It's been 3 years. Let it go. Okay. You're finally telling her that. But then when I saw the parents, I was like, wait, what? Gina doesn't do anything for me on this show. I'm sure Gina is a really lovely lady. I love her home. It's realistic. I like it. She even like people might rag on it because it's a townhouse, but it's a corner lot and it can fit all 8 of them in it.
I was looking at that. I'm like, oh, you on the corner.
Right. You know, she did good.
Yes.
But I don't see her contribution to this cast. I just don't. And I'll give her credit. She has a nice haircut.
But we talked about this before. She's not aspirational. She's not something you look. She doesn't give you anything to look towards or want to be. You know what I mean? You know, like you remember, like we've talked about this before. Like how Bethany, like we saw her like go from the ground, like literally the ground up trying to hawk her cookies in the back of the supermarket. You know, we saw her growth and we saw her push and push, and it was a consistent thing. She was always hustling.
Yeah.
She came on the show hustling. I mean, she was hustling since being on Martha Stewart's show and placing second. She's been hustling. So people like to see that. Like, you know, we talked about, we want to see either one end of the spectrum where you got Heather, you got the shmoneys, and you just living large. You like that's we love that. Or you're broke, but you're using the show to hustle. Like, look at Candy, for example. Candy came on with already fame and money, and she didn't open like what 25, 40 businesses in like 14 seasons. I mean, like, that's what we want to see.
And employed all of her family, bringing the family and the employees
friends,
on the shows.
The friends, and I'm sure they agent, so she getting a 10% cut somewhere.
Oh my God!
At least I would. I would do it.
It's just when you see other examples of housewives, right? Even okay. Look at the Grand Dame. She came in riding high with the Black Bill Gates, right? Had that tax issue, jumped houses a few times, but in between all of that, she was creating La Dame and hustling, and she got that into to Bloomingdale's, was the first place that had it, right? And then she went to the Home Shopping Networks, HSN, QVC. She went to those. She's expanding her business. She's getting a show. I think it's 2 episodes. I think they said it was 2 episodes. I'm intrigued to see what it's about. But you saw her evolution through a really turbulent time in her life. Right? Gina had a great setup. I just don't know what happened. Like, she had the divorce. She had the drunk driving incident. She had the other incident with the altercation with the ex-husband. Like, she had a lot of good foundation. I just think that there's a lot of cracks in what she's built, what she's trying to build up. And it's just leaking for me. It's not holding my interest.
You know what it is? It's because there's nothing to go. It's weird because we didn't see her evolve, if that makes sense. Like, you know, it wasn't she came on the show and then the divorce. Like, we saw everything play out, but she didn't display the grit and the like determination, you know? Like, it felt like she wanted people to feel sorry for her versus her like, okay, this is my plan. This is what I'm going. This is what I'm gonna do. This is where I'm going. This is yada. You know, she never pushed. It was always people supporting her, which is great. Support is always good, but I never saw a push from her. It wasn't an inner. It wasn't an inner strength. It was just her letting things happen and see where they go. She just went with it.
Yeah, and I hate to say this, but even her business now just seems so almost like an afterthought. Like we were talking about it last time. Like, why isn't she shrink wrapping her Uber? She can't drive, right? No, wait, she did drive. She did drive.
Did she drive this season?
Yeah, because remember Emily was scared.
Yeah, because she couldn't drive before because it was her first season driving.
Right. So why didn't she shrink wrap her car with the Carabella? Why isn't that product? We talked about this last week. Why isn't that product all over her house? Why aren't we seeing shots of her in the bathroom getting ready and putting on the moisturizer?
Where's her get ready with me videos?
And we saw her getting her makeup done, and not an ounce of Carabella was on the table. And I know that people are like coming down on her because she's never hosted anything. Like, this is the first time she's hosted something. I don't care. Because I want to see Heather host something. That's why Heather is there. You not so much. But she does her little
where's her YouTube channel?
She doesn't have a YouTube channel?
No. I would have been had you. Once you get on the show, you should have a YouTube channel, especially if you having the product.
Here's the thing. She's so far up Heather's ass Heather is the queen of brand marketing herself and Dubrow as a brand.
Yeah.
How is she not absorbing any of this? Noella went
Okay.
in the mansion once
Let
for
me
a
tell y'all
sit
something real
down,
quick.
and Noella says she was the queen of narcissism. Like, she picked up on it. How is Gina not getting any of this by
Let me share.
osmosis?
Let me share the screen with you real quick.
Yes,
And this is
yes,
what
please do, please.
this is what we're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Boom. Look who got a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, I follow her.
Look at who got a YouTube channel. I need to follow her too.
She put that up like right before she left the first time from the franchise.
How does Gina not follow this?
I don't know.
And got the gray check mark and everything. She is YouTube verified.
Yeah, and I especially look out for her channel at Christmas time when she does the Christmas deck. Remember when I showed you the Christmas decorations at her house? That's where I got it from, her YouTube channel. She does
Oh.
amazing decorations for Christmas every year. So,
But think about it though. Like how do you not like have this set up?
I don't know. A question about her business though. Is it just like she's the name behind it? Or has she contributed to the I wouldn't say the science of it because she's not qualified. Like, how is she just like lending her name to this, or is she the spokesperson, or is she like an investor of some sort? What is she with this company?
She's she's a co-founder.
So
But I'm
she's an
wondering who.
investor.
No, it's co-founder is different. So just because
Mm-hmm.
you're an investor doesn't mean you're a co-founder. Co-founder means that you invest. I'm going to say 99% of the time you invest that money and you own stock in the company. That's the difference. Just because you're investing doesn't mean you own stock.
But if I was investing in something, I would want some stock until I got some return on my money.
Well, not well. True, but if you're like a venture capitalist, you don't care about the stock.
Well, she ain't no venture capitalist.
Right, that's why she's a co-founder. Because basically with the co-founder, typically what happens, like you're the owner. Like you're an owner versus someone who's just putting up the money.
You sure
Because with
she
the
just
investors,
ain't putting that on there?
I mean legally it would be a bad idea if she's not a co-founder, because if she wasn't, she wouldn't be entitled to any of the money if they sold the company off. That's why. So with
I wonder
investors,
how much her percentage is.
right. So with investors, what they normally do, they'll say, "Hey, I'm going to like loan you this amount of money, and I want to be paid my money back plus maybe what 25% profit on the money."
Mm-hmm.
So it all depends. What
Legal loan
agreement?
sharking. Yeah.
Kind of.
Well, they have a whole big argument. Gina says that she feels bad for Shannon and walks away after Shannon told her that she hopes Gina could get to her level.
Oh, what do you think? What do you think about that?
To take it in the full context, Shannon was saying, "This is the happiest I've ever been. My businesses are taking off. I'm in a good relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you can get to my level." But just the way how it came out was
Right.
kind of, woof. But did I feel bad she said it to Gina? No, but that's my own bias because I don't really feel it for Gina.
So you're not seeing it for her.
No, because even her, okay, I thought we got to the bottom of it, because when she said, "You keep on bringing up that you found Mike for me," I can feel that. That's a valid reason for me. I just wish you would have expressed it sooner and not let it fester and build and build and build till y'all blowing up and yelling at each other at somebody's event. In a serious event, which Gina, you're supposed to be paying attention to because your daughter might need that treatment. So you shouldn't be over here fighting. Just saying. But I could have understood that. But then that went away when her parents went up to Shannon.
That was funny though. I'm sorry.
And thanked her for finding Mike. So then I was just like, what? So why are you so angry at Shannon, Gina? You need a storyline. The interaction. Okay, so wait. So then Emily and Heather and Jen are talking about the conversation that those two are having. Emily stirring the pot. Stirring the pot. And then let's see. Oh, that's where Heather and Jen explain to Emily that Shannon is using put a pin in it incorrectly. I swear the semantics on this show. Let's see. Gina and Shannon part ways. Gina and Heather start talking. Shannon talks to the boyfriend. Is John trying to get an orange? I don't want to hear from John. Great, you supporting your woman. Do that off screen. Just tell her, woo, woo, woo. Do you need a Kleenex? Do you want to go? I'll do whatever you want. But stop with that. We are done with her. Y'all are not a we. Y'all ain't married. I don't want to hear from you anymore. Go be on the House Husbands of OC with Terry. Go do that.
Nothing with John. I mean, I get it. Like you could support Bay. I get it. Support your girl. But
Off
you don't have to be
screen.
like that. And you just be like, you know what? It's okay. We'll be cool. Like, you know, these things happen. You know, take it. But then you don't be that demonstrative on screen. I agree.
Do like Terry. Pretend that you're lost while Heather is ranting on and on and on and reading a 10-page text message that she sent to her arch nemesis.
Right.
Do like that. That's why we tolerate Terry. Ugh. That and the fact when he calls Jen and Ryan's marriage a mess. Okay, next we see a scene with Heather trying to speak to Shannon to try and mediate between her and Gina, and Noella's there, and Noella knows how to get under Heather's skin, and I'm here for it. I love Heather, but I love the fact that Noella is a burr in her saddle, and she just cannot deal with it.
Yeah, it's like that baby sister who just you kick to the side, like, be quiet, be quiet.
The last person who did this was Kelly. Remember?
Yeah.
Kelly used to get under her skin. So this might be the only reason to bring back Noella, is if Heather's there. Just
Agreed.
saying.
But I like Noella. I do. It's just like I think with Noella, I think we like her as a viewer. I think we like her or want to like her. It's just that she comes across as so annoying.
But I just feel like she's wasted all of her storyline in this one season. I don't think she's you know, when you make a big pot of food and you need to stretch it because you don't know how many people are coming. I feel she doesn't know how to stretch. I just feel like there's going to be nothing next season, and that'll be really disappointing because there was a lot. There was too much this season.
It was a lot. You got like a whole story arc in like one season, like, huh?
Her and the gal from Miami,
Which one?
Alexia.
Yeah.
I think they had storyline overload in their seasons. I mean, with Alexia, it couldn't be helped, and a lot of it with Noella could not be helped. But it was just like, team too much. What are you gonna bring next season? Nothing.
Well, with Alexia, there was nothing good getting around that. The timeline was just horrific for her.
Mm-hmm.
I felt so bad for her. Bad for her. Like there was just like, dude, like who like parents just passes away on their wedding day? Like, come on now. Like that in of itself was just so.
But a similar thing happens to Noella. We find out later in the episode. You know, it couldn't be helped, but it was more a story for her storyline. Let's see. I love it how Heather tried to make it about herself. Because when she's talking to Shannon, she's like, oh, when we were in New York, you know, I thought you were calling us to ask me about, you know, my podcast and how it went. And Shannon had a point in her confessional. I don't know your schedule, and I never will. Like, what? Shannon
I agree
ain't
with that
listening
point.
to that.
Right.
She'll call you and ask you how your trip's going because she know that y'all are in New York, but she's not going to know the itinerary of your trip. She's not signed up for your podcast. So, like, really, Heather? No. There's a little scene with Jen using a laser pointer on people in the room to show them where they need Botox. Who gave her that?
Right.
And the longer I look at her outfit and hair and everything that Jen wore to her event, didn't it feel like a prom from like the 80s or 90s?
She could have done better.
Or a bridesmaid's dress. It just felt really weird. Sorry, it looked weird. Anyway, let's see. Jen and Ryan have a really awkward kiss that she had to beg for. Did you notice that, like, he twitched his lips when he kissed her?
I thought it was yeah.
He did one of those, like, he's so weird. He needs to come back next season. Whether Jen comes or not, he needs to bring Mr. Peppers.
He could be a friend. He could be a friend of.
At this point, I would give him an orange just to piss off John.
I love how Terry loves that dog. And he wants one. And Heather's like, no, he's not getting one. No. We're okay.
Well, they already have dogs.
They already have dogs, yeah.
Yeah. And he's not, let's face it, he's not going to take care of it.
No.
And he's not like he could take it to work. The laser pointer was bad. I did not like it, Stephen. It was horrible. Okay, so hold on. Let's go through the rest of this. We see Heather and her daughter. I think that was Coco shopping for something. I don't know. We see Gina planning her event. We see at Noella's house, Kate, who is a teacher on conscious relationships, comes over. And this is where we found out more about her father. Her father kind of bailed out when she was 13 years old. But remember, he didn't see her for the first 2 months of her life because he was contesting paternity. Right. It seems like he was in and out. And she says she saw him about twice a year, or when he wanted to give off the image of a family man. I think right. Something like that. That's kind of sucky. But she says now she understands that she was kind of programmed to make a man look perfect She did it. She learned it from like her dad, and then in her relationships, she has done that. Girl, we all got daddy issues. Go ahead with your bad self. And I don't really know what Kate is teaching her, but whatever. Next, we see Emily going to Gina's house, and Gina feels that the sweat lodge from Mexico is haunting her. Shauna, the psychic medium, comes over to help Gina. She's doing like, she says that, okay, so Gina and Emily said that they started that sweat lodge, but it didn't really finish the whole thing because Noella had the fainting spell. So Shauna thinks that there's still an open door to the sweat lodge thing. So she's going to try and with the open door, it allows other entities to come in. So she feels like she's going to pull out whatever is bothering Gina. Gina, I just feel you need an enema.
Not an enema.
She could be constipated. She could be. That's all I'm saying. If she doesn't like enemas, she could do a suppository.
True.
Or milk of magnesia. There's lots of recommendations for you. Then they go through this funny thing where she's going to pull whatever it is out of her mouth and throw it away.
That was weird.
I don't know. I hope it worked. Maybe I'll like her now that she's had her ritual put on her. I don't know. Heather goes to Jen's office and she has a bit of a rash on her wrists. Heather asked Jen about her event and how it went and if she felt that it served its purpose. And that's where Heather lets Jen know that Terry wants Mr. Peppers.
And that was hilarious. That's still funny to me.
Can you imagine Terry walking around with a Mr. Peppers like how Lisa's husband Ken used to walk around with Jiggy?
Yes, and I would love to see how Paul like ribbing Terry about the dog too. Sorry, I would.
Oh my god. Alrighty, but Gina still has issues with Shannon because of Emily. I think that's what Shannon is going to bring up.
Right.
So Emily's gonna get busted. All right, so Emily calls Shannon. Emily is looking at houses. Is this for a cash trip that she's looking at houses? Because I know that
the Aspen trip. Yes.
This is for the Aspen trip. Okay. Why did I think that Jen was hosting the Aspen trip? I'm so confused. I hate this show. So yeah, she's talking about the houses. Let's see. We also see a clip of Heather saying that she thinks Shannon should say something nice to Gina. And oh yeah, this is where Heather is talking with Jen. Sorry. And this is where I agreed with Jen. Heather's like, Shannon should say something nice to Gina, about her business or something like that, and Jen says, why does Gina care? Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Dr. Jen. I finally like you. In that one sentence, why does she care? I like her now.
And she was straight to the. I like she was straight to the point. And if you, but did you see the look on her face? Like, bitch, what?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Why should I care?
But if we're being honest, Jen is type A. She don't give a damn what anybody else thinks. And as long as she feels like she's successful, she's fine with it. But see, that's what bosses do, though. Let's be honest. That's what, like, 'cause let's be honest. If someone on that show didn't like what Heather was doing, she don't give a damn because she's still collecting many checks.
Mm-hmm.
Heather's not gonna be running around worried about who likes what about her. She just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And just to say, when she's like, no, go sit down. Don't care.
Yeah, in that one sentence, my whole attitude towards Jen changed. I was like, okay, I can ride with that.
But understand what she did in that one sentence too. She pointed out Gina's real insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
In that one sentence, just pointed out,
Yep.
boom, she's insecure.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. And then we have Emily telling Shannon that she should give Gina another chance. Shannon thinks that Emily needs to stop causing problems between them.
I can go with
Shannon,
that.
let her know. Let her know. She has been flapping her gums, running between the camps, spreading the tattletales. Shannon, tell Emily what she's doing. We love that she's doing it, though.
No, we love it. No, we love it. But you, as the cast, need to point that out and hold her feet to the fire. That's your job.
Okay, so next we see we're at Emily's house, and she has Chef Dusty cooking up a surf and turf. Woo! I loved it. It looked good. Shane's family is coming over for dinner. Emily makes the announcement that she's going to be doing wedding photos with her husband and children because when they got married in Vegas all those years ago, something happened and the pictures got ruined. She's not going to do a vow renewal because Shane said no. And then they've had a lot of failed vow renewals on this particular franchise.
Right.
Vicky and Don, Shannon and David, and then Bronwyn and what was her husband name? Shane? Yeah. So they have had nothing but bad vow renewals. My God. Then why do the photo shoot? Emily, I'm struggling with you with regards to like pumping up your storyline. I really am. Next we see Noella, and we find out that her dad passed away at his home in Hawaii. I think she mentioned that he had suffered with sickle cell, but he was alone. She found out from his attorney. No, she found out from the executor of his will. And she has a regret that, okay, she has another child, right? Because she said that he never got to meet his grandson. But she has another child, so he got to meet that one?
I'm assuming so.
Okay.
That's the way I'm taking it.
Okay. She said that she was scared that he was going to hurt her kids like he hurt her. So that's a valid reason? Or was it that he did not have any interest in your kids, much like he didn't have any interest in you?
Fair.
I don't know. He wants a new wedding dress. Emily wants a new wedding dress? Let's see. Gina is at her best friend Tatiana's house. So Tatiana is Gina's best friend, not Emily. Interesting. So Tatiana is hosting her product launch party. Excuse me, y'all. Gina's parents flew in for this. I love it. Her ex-husband and his girlfriend are taking care of the kids, so they're not there. Let's see. Heather arrives and gives her a Chanel SLG. And it's one of those that have, like, I think the New York patterns on it, so it costs a little bit more. That was a pretty penny. Those small leather goods are quite expensive at
Yes,
Chanel.
if it's leather, yeah.
Let's see. Noella arrives. And then Emily is telling Heather the tea about Noella and the death in her family. When Gina said that she had to go to the bathroom as soon as Shannon arrived, was she avoiding her? It felt like she was avoiding her.
I'm gonna say, in my opinion, just watching it based on first reaction, I'll say yeah. She wasn't prepared to talk to her.
And you know what I was supposed to look up? Shannon gives her a good luck butterfly. Was that Baccarat?
That's what I was trying to see too. I'm gonna say yes. It was really nice though.
It was. I thought it was a nice gesture. A lucky butterfly, I think that's what it was. Heather goes over to Noella and tells her that she's sorry about her father's passing. Noella says she's thinking about spreading his ashes in Carmel on the golf course. And they do a toast to him. Oh, the Baccarat Papillon Lucky Butterfly. $200. Not a bad gift. Not as expensive as that Chanel small leather goods, but okay. I'll look that up in a minute.
They're in a rocky place though, so Shannon's not gonna give Gina the good stuff. Sorry.
Let me tell you something. If I'm not in a good place with somebody, I'm not buying them Baccarat. I'm just not. I'm gonna get them How to Start Your Own Business for Dummies 101 from off of Amazon. But Shannon's a better person than me. Let's see. Oh, this is where Gina's parents thank Shannon for finding Mike the lawyer for Gina. And Shannon feels vindicated. Ooh, child. Gina gives a speech. She gets a little emotional, thanking everybody for being there. Next thing you know, we cut to 5 days later, and Gina and Shannon are fighting again with Heather looking on, and it looks like they're in a store, and it just gave me a flashback to the Real Housewives of Johannesburg when all of them was fighting up in that lady boutique. Target is still nice. The only thing I would get for her from Target is from the dollar bins. I'm so mean. I would not be wasting any of my time or money. Yep, here it goes. Let me see if I can find the Chanel. That was bigger than a coin purse. I'm always on that website. Ciao. Okay, so they have it listed for $200. That's a nice gift, though. America. And then it gave the preview for next week. Please select your location. Oh, ciao. So what else did you think about this week's show?
It was okay, but I like the preview for next week though. The 5 days later. That was good. That was good.
Let me see if I can find small leather goods. Here we go. I'm intrigued now because I got to see how much that wallet was. Because the plain ones used to be about $500. And this was probably last season. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this site. See if I can find it here. No, this is not what I want. Accessories. Yes, here we go. Okay. I see the little coin purses.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't and I couldn't tell whether if it was lambskin or caviar that she gave her. I should go back and look at that. Oh, and here's my favorite scene. Here's my favorite scene from last night's episode, and one of the many reasons why I love Heather Dubrow. Look at the placement of Heather Dubrow's hand over her wine glass while Shannon is talking to her. This is so shady. And I know this must have been an unconscious action of Heather's, but honestly, I found this hilarious. Is it just me? I think it's just me. I love it. Oh my God. So any other thoughts, ideas on this episode?
No, this was cool. But like I said, I'm waiting for next week.
You're ready for next week?
Yeah, that looks to be a scream. They hooting and hollering in the store, and Gina getting called out.
Getting called out for what?
Her, like, how she really doesn't want to be Shannon's friend, and then you see basically what it comes down to. Gina is mad. Okay, here's the funny thing. It comes across as Gina is mad that Shannon is being a good friend to Noella, but not being a good friend to her.
But you had your turn. You don't have any. Shannon is one of those people that is attracted to other people's turmoil, and she flourishes in other people's traumatic emotions. I think she feeds on it like a succubus.
She's a fixer. She's
Yeah.
just like a savior complex, basically.
Mm-hmm. You know, Gina, you got your life together. Your time with her is over.
Right. You don't need her anymore.
Right. So now she's trying to help Noella.
She's fixed your broken wing. She's fixed your broken wing. Is now you can fly.
Or can Gina fly? Or does she consistently need emotional support? Child, good luck to her. What's his name? Boyfriend Travis.
Yeah, that's the boyfriend.
Good luck to him. Are you going to go in or not? Okay, so a plain black one of these. All right, so a plain black classic mini pouch is $5.50. That one with all the New York things on it, that's more.
Gotcha.
I think on the resale market, something like that, because they had one with Paris, I think I was looking at, and it was like $7.50 on the previously owned market.
Mm.
And it ain't nothing but a coin purse.
Right.
She can't even fit a phone in that thing. Oh, how annoying. I'm still trying to find this.
Look, I'm trying to find this.
I want to know how much it costs. I bet you I might have to go on the resale sites.
Yeah, most likely.
Because they filmed this last year. That's probably the cruise collection from last year. Bitches. Anywho. I can't. This is a sad, sad show. This show was boring. I'm sorry. When is this over again?
It needs to be soon. Oh, Beverly Hills starts what, May something? So we got probably another 6 weeks of this?
Is Beverly Hills and Dubai coming on the same month?
I thought Dubai was June. And I think Beverly Hills is May, but I could be wrong. You never know what they're gonna do with these people.
Wait. Somebody's saying move to July. What's going on? Hold on.
Ooh, let's move to July.
Okay. We're toxic. Hold on. Happy Thursday. Move to July. Dang it. I'm busy in July. What was moved to July, y'all? They cutting up in Miami Beach. Hi, everyone. Why is Jen Shaw case more? Oh, moved to July. Oh, yeah. It's been moved to July.
Probably for filming.
We found out about that during the reunion. And I thought it was funny because Andy was talking to her about going to court in March.
Right.
But her case had already gotten pushed back. They giving y'all a curfew. Yep. Ablavi, yes. There is some sort of curfew down in Miami Beach. There were 2 shootings. I was trying to read it yesterday, but I got distracted. There's always something happening down there during spring break and Memorial weekend. Always something happening. Where is the Dubai trailer? I think it will come late summer. We can't wait till late summer. We can't wait. Yeah, on the Salt Lake City reunion, they did say it was the 22nd or something like that, but it was already pushed back to July. Hey, Montana, long time no see. Hope all is well. There was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, did you read on what happened with what Andy said about the Real Housewives of New York?
Yeah, I was like, y'all just trying not to fire Ramona. There, I said it. Why y'all trying to why y'all keep trying to hold on to her is beyond me. But hey, it's annoying.
Blobby, we are not canceling New York. That is my flagship. I like that franchise. Besides, I want Dorinda to come back. And Sonia. Is it bad that I still like Dorinda and Sonia?
No, I love Dorinda and Sonia.
But you see that they're doing 2.
Yeah.
They're doing one with a fresh new cast, and then
Legacy.
the one with the old hags. But did you see that they want the new cast to be like all friends? Do you think that they're learning a lesson from Miami where they're all friends?
Yes.
Do you think it's the same production company?
Nope.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Then it'll be trash. Then the one with the new friends, it'll only go for a season, and it'll be a reason to bring back the old hags. I don't like the splitting.
They just can't bring Ramona back. That's why. I'm sorry. I'm going to stand by that. They can't bring Ramona back. And
But I don't even want to see her on Legacy.
Correct. They're trying not to fire her. I don't know why they're not trying to fire her. It's weird.
What does she bring to New York? I don't understand. What the drunk horns of New York? Let our 16 still hitting the face. A Blobby, you're a mess. You're a whole mess. Oh my God. So would you watch that when they finally get it together?
Depends on who's on it.
I'm curious to see how bad they can screw it up.
I mean, here's what they need to do. This is just my opinion. Is they need to have Sonia, Luann, Jill, maybe Kelly. Who else? Aviva needs to come back. And Carol.
I would want them rotating in and out on the recap show. I wouldn't want them there every episode.
No, that's why you bring. What you do. You do a cast of maybe 7, and then you rotate them through the episode. And then you make Bethany executive producer. She knows good TV.
Would anyone listen to Bethany though?
If she's EP, they ain't got no choice.
Oh my God. All right. In my opinion,
Steven has a good.
Sonia drinks too much. Oh. Okay. So Sonia drinks too much. What, this one? Mm-hmm. I think New York should have brought in the children. What children?
Like Dorinda, like below it says Dorinda and her daughter Hannah, Jill and Allie, Luann and Victoria. Like, do it, like make it focused around the parents. And
I don't like none of their kids. I don't like none of their kids.
And if they brought Ramona back, we would get Avery, and no, she needs to stay far away. I'm just saying. And for the record, Leah should have dragged Avery all over Manhattan, getting in grown folks' business.
All I see is Kitty and Boots. Oh my God. Really?
Bobby's not lying on it though.
Ramona needs to take a seat all the way down. There's nothing exciting about her. Exactly. Her or her daughter.
Right. Sorry.
No, but, okay. Dorinda's daughter is like cloudy water. Jill's daughter, I never liked her. I when she's a little kid, okay. Grow up, whatever. Luann's daughter, the only time that I ever paid attention to her was when she told Luann to stop saying aggressive.
True.
But do I want to see them kids? No. And that includes Bethany's daughter. If we're going to count all the daughters, I don't want to see any of them.
Right? None of them.
See, Running Gray Wolf agrees with me. Sorry, Stephen, but a big no to the kids. Correct.
Bobby has no comments. Bobby, I can't stand you. Montana says Bethany raised over 20 million for Ukraine. She's not coming back. Now without the Brinks truck and an EP title. I stand by that. And Bobby said Bethany is boring as well. Now, if Jason wants to come back and get an apple, maybe.
Maybe
Oh,
they should do an ex-husbands.
oh, the real ex-husbands of New York.
Mm-hmm.
We could have Harry Dubin. We could have the Count,
Tom. Tom.
the Tom, the
Mm-hmm.
Count,
Mario.
Mario. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
why are the ex-husbands more interesting than the actual wives?
Child, when Harry and Tom start making scores of how many they cross banged, child. How
Oh,
many times Sonia name gonna come up?
but what if we get Jill Benson on too? Let's get him on the scene.
Anybody's more interested than his stupid wife. You said Kelly before, and I was just like, I'm gonna ignore that. Just gonna ignore
Oh,
that.
who else is an ex-husband? I'm trying to think. Now you got me going through all the ex-husbands. Who else?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe Topper. Maybe he ain't got nothing to do.
Who's
Tinsley's
Topper?
Tinsley's ex-husband.
Oh shit, yes.
Get him on the scene.
Oh my god. And then the coupon cabin guy, almost husband.
Oh, what if we can get Chase on the scene? Morgan.
Who was Chase?
Mr. Morgan.
Oh. Wait a minute. What about the one that had the indoor swimming pool that was half Japanese and she divorced her husband? We could bring him in.
Jules, the messy one who was
Yeah.
cheating on camera. Who got caught cheating on camera.
Right. Bring him in.
Ooh. See, the ex-husband show sounds way more interesting than the Housewives.
Wait, hold on. And Sonia is most disappointed college and working is not for everyone. This is why you make sure you have a whole 401k policy. What? A blobby? Sense or no sense, those kids are boring. Correct. I didn't like them when they was on the show, and I don't want to see a show about them. Not even Avery cursing out the FedEx guy. No. Oh. Dana says, I would like to see a housewife franchise with real housewives of New York doing their thing as businesswomen that have lives or children or marriages making money. Sex in the City version.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to go into the boroughs.
They are. They're going for the primary show.
Because the last time we went in a borough was with Alex.
Yeah. And Luann didn't like traveling that far.
They didn't like traveling that far because you could have fallen through the floors of her townhouse.
Basically. But I'm just saying, like, we might be onto something with the real ex-husbands of New York. I'm just saying, like, we named up a whole cast of characters who would make a great show. Ooh, maybe we could bring Jacques in the mix since he was an almost husband.
Yes, and he's messy.
Yeah.
And we get that little continental flair. Him and the Count.
He give us. They can compare notes about Luann. Oh, and Tom. Could you imagine the Count, Jacques,
I said Tom.
I know. I'm saying. I'm just pointing at the piece. I'm like, ooh, that's gonna be real messy.
Right, because they'll all sit down there and see who they cross banged.
Oh.
Harry, Tom, and probably the Count because they used to swing. Child.
We need to be on payroll with Bravo. Bravo, if y'all see this, I want my 10% cut.
Bravo's not watching this. That's why we get away with this nonsense. Nobody watches this.
But that would be a hell of a show, though.
It would be. And we can put at the Regency, do a corner booth at the Regency Hotel bar, and just film there. One day a week, they all come for drinks, and they start talking mess about all these women.
Montana, I threw Jacques in there as a lover.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have
and the Coupon King, Tinsley's fiance. Yeah.
Oh, what's his name? John. Can we bring John back on as a friend of the show?
John who? From the island?
Dorinda's.
Oh, yes. And we can import the guy from the island that Ramona thought she was having a relationship with. Right. And he could admit that he's gay. In my opinion. But I do want to know how many people Tom, Harry, and Mario have all shared. I'm curious.
Bobby says Jules is a no. First of all, she's fighting in Miami and sitting here struggling. She was in court to get $5,000 in child support and spousal support. That's called the girl that lives down the street.
Well, we don't want Jules. We want her ex-husband.
Right. We want the ex-husband of Bobby, not Jules.
We didn't want Jules when she was on the show. Can we get Carol's younger ex-boyfriend?
What's his name? Cook? Adam? Is it Adam?
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Do you think he sniffed around Luann and that's why she was so upset?
I could see it.
Jules and her injured crotch. Oh my God. Steven! Oh my God.
This is a show. I need to type out the cast because this will be an interesting show. You take each housewife and write down. We could make the cast out of all their husbands and ex-lovers. We can import Frenchie
for Sonia.
Yeah. Rocco.
Oh my God. Interesting theory.
Could you imagine the ex-husbands of all the cities? Just be messy and bringing everybody. But we start with New York because that's the easiest.
And the most. Because everybody on there is divorced.
Right.
Oh my God.
Before we go, I got to think, is there anyone we missed? I've noticed. I think we hit on all the major players. Damn, the whole cast would be pretty much Luann and Sonia. If you think about it. Like, just saying.
True. Love is
we could have Leah's ex-husband on there.
Oh,
that would be interesting.
But she wasn't married to him, like her child's father.
But he's an ex-lover though.
Okay.
We're gonna tell baby daddy.
And the Peter King, because I want to see the picture he sent out about her. I'm just being messy.
This is a good premise for a show, though. Like, we would get the other side of the Real Housewives, like what really went on, the stuff we may not know.
I would like to hear from Mario why he cheated on Ramona. I just want to hear it from his mouth.
Right. Because she bragged so much about they was a trifecta, they had the perfect marriage, yada, yada, yada. Then, boom.
Right after they had that vow renewal.
Right. Stop with the vow renewals, ladies. Stop with the vow renewals.
Oh my God. Just put the cameras at the Regency, The Adventures of Tom. All of them man whores go hang out at that Regency bar. I hope they clean that place. Oh God.
I hope they get spray sanitizer. Just spray everything.
Yep, that's the name of the show, Stephen. The Ex-Husbands of New York. The ex-house husbands. Good Lord. Yeah, we do. Because I want to hear him say it. And not a sanitized version from Ramona. I want to hear in his own words why he did it. I want to hear what he has to say about Ramona. Because I can see it on his face whenever he's in her presence. I just want to hear it come out of his mouth.
Right, because it's easier because you whenever something happens, you kind of want to get that person's side, and you don't want like because what you gonna get from Ramona like, oh, I did nothing wrong,
Mm-hmm.
versus like this is what really happened.
Mm-mm-mm.
You know what I mean? You always get the sanitized version for the person who was
Who's
cheating
trying to
on.
spin the narrative?
Yeah.
Anything else happened this week?
No, we are good.
Are you watching Candy's show?
No, for what?
Okay. I was hoping you were.
Uh-uh.
All right, so tomorrow what are we doing? We're doing Love Off the Grid,
Yes.
episode 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to watch that today. I wondered if Mario ever not cheated on his marriage. He was a tennis pro. I think he had ample opportunity in to be unfaithful throughout the course of their marriage. Mm-mm. Mario will protect Avery. Won't be interesting.
You're right. I get that. He would never like spill the goods.
Well, that sucks. But oh, never mind. I'm not going to say that. So anyway, join us back here tomorrow, where we are going to be talking about the Real Housewives. No, what am I saying? Love Off the Grid, episode 3, season 1. Not watching Candy yawn. We'll be doing that. What else? I feel like
That's
I'm
it.
forgetting something. I'm so incoherent today, and I do apologize, y'all, but I'm just tired. All right, so let's get out of here. This was a crappy show, and I apologize, y'all. I could not get my act together today.
It was just bad. It was just. I mean, you gonna wait through 18 episodes to get us to the last 2 episodes gonna be good. See, that's what I hate about Bravo.
Yeah, but if they don't have any substance or meat,
This is what they do.
and
I
that's
understand.
yeah, and this is my problem with OC. What is going on? Nothing.
Right.
Nothing. Oh, and did you see that Real Housewives of Miami is being aired on Bravo in
Yep.
the coming weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm wondering if we should rebroadcast our reviews. I have to figure out how to do that.
I think you have to save them and then re-upload them.
Why re-upload? They're already there.
Well, you said rebroadcast. That's what you meant.
No, but that's what I mean. Like they're already there. Can't we just premiere it again? Oh, I don't know. That's a back of house conversation. All right, guys. Well, we will see you tomorrow. Bring your notes. Love Off the Grid, episode 3. We'll go over that tomorrow. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. You guys have been rock stars in the live chat and cannot wait to see the comments from the replay crew. Jamal, any final thoughts today?
No, this was good. We came up with a whole new show. Just saying. That's how bad OC is. We had to come up with a new show for another franchise. Just saying. Oh, the Exorcism of OC would be kind of cool too. You have Dawn.
Dawn is messy on Twitter.
Always messy on Twitter. Simon.
David.
Jim.
Oh, couldn't we bring back in the fake cancer guy?
Brooks, yes. He can come back. Gina's ex-husband, if he's not on parole.
Gina's ex-husband was on the show this season, Matt.
So
He's not bad. I like him.
We can bring him on.
I like him. Who else has an ex-husband?
Lizzie's husband, Christian. I think they're divorced. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Listen, we need to bring on Jen's old boyfriend that sued her for the $800,000.
Right.
Oh, and Elizabeth's ex-husband.
Right.
I was looking at an article the other day, and it said that she was one of the least memorable housewives, that she brought absolutely nothing to her season. I don't know why you like her.
I mean, she had the whole cult situation. Like, she was under a gag order to get her money.
And she still wasn't interesting. When you start lying about when you were having sex with your boyfriend, like, come on, girl.
Who else has a notable ex on this franchise? Ooh, Jim Bellino. We can bring him back on the scene. I'm sure he can use the cash. Alexis is ex-husband.
I thought you called him already.
No, I didn't say. No, I was talking about Jim Edmonds the first time.
Oh, okay. When you said Jim, I thought of Alexis as Jim.
Okay.
I'm like, wait, you called him already. Okay.
Yes, Steven, when the divorce is final, we can bring back Sweet James to the scene.
Okay, so Running Wolf, she doesn't want to see Brooks or Simon, but you need buttholes. Because those are going to be the ones that are messy.
Thank you. Those will be the ones be the messiest ones.
Steven says to talk to Andy Cohen and make it happen. Jamal, get in his DMs. Pretend that you're a twink.
I'm going to send him a note. Like, look, I got a show idea. I'll use the 10%. Are we good?
Send a picture of a twink and then send the show idea.
I hate you.
Go, hey, Andy. Hey.
No catfishing.
Hey, sweetie. He calls everybody sweetie. Go, hey, sweetie. I got an idea for you. You can make lots of money. By the way, I'm cute and I'm wearing a thong and I'm hung like a horse.
and I live 3 blocks from you.
Just do that. Put that as the opening. He's guaranteed to like read it after that.
So messy.
Well, you got to do what you got to do in order to get your show.
Right. True.
Just saying.
Oh my goodness. All right. Are we good to go?
Yes, we are. So until next time.
Of course.
All right, y'all. Bye.